Hey there, English learners. Welcome back to Easy English Class.
I'm Erika, and I'm so excited to be here with you today.
And I'm Marco. Hello to all our wonderful learners around the world. Erica, you look really happy today. What made your morning so special?
Thank you for noticing. This morning started beautifully. I drank my favorite green tea while watching the sunrise from my balcony. Then I spent 30 minutes doing yoga. The peaceful start really helped me feel ready for our lesson today.
That sounds like a perfect morning routine. My day began differently. I woke up at 6 o'clock, made scrambled eggs with toast for breakfast, and then I read several pages from a mystery novel I started last week. How interesting that we both enjoyed calm morning activities.
You know what's fascinating, Marco? We're already using today's topic without even realizing it. Did you notice how we described our morning activities?
Oh, you're absolutely right. We used past tense naturally because those things already happened. Everything we just described took place before this exact moment.
Exactly. Today's lesson focuses on talking about completed actions and finished events. Whether something happened 2 seconds ago or 20 years ago, we need special grammar structures.
Before we explore this exciting topic together, let's take a moment to connect with our amazing community. If you find our lessons helpful, please hit that like button. Every like tells us we're doing something right.
And subscribing to Easy English Class means you'll never miss our new videos. We release fresh content regularly to help you improve step by step. Also, sharing our videos with friends who study English really helps us grow.
Your support means the world to us. Now, let's dive into past tense. Think about yesterday for a moment. What activities filled your day? To answer that question, you need past tense.
The foundation of past tense starts with two essential words, was and were. These come from present tense forms am, is, and are. Right now, I might say I am tired, but talking about yesterday becomes I was tired.
Similarly, the movie is exciting changes to the movie was exciting when we talk about a film we already watched. The transformation is simple but powerful for communication.
Now think about groups or multiple people. We are at the beach becomes we were at the beach when describing last summer's vacation. They are busy turns into they were busy for yesterday's situation.
Let me share something from my experience. 3 days ago, I was at my cousin's wedding celebration. The ceremony was outdoors in a beautiful garden setting with roses everywhere. All the guests were dressed elegantly, and the atmosphere was filled with joy.
That sounds absolutely wonderful. Was the weather cooperative for the outdoor event?
Fortunately, yes, the temperature was perfect, not too hot. The sky was clear with brilliant sunshine, and there was a gentle breeze that made everything comfortable. My cousin was so relieved because rain was predicted earlier that week.
Last month, I was in a similar situation. My best friend organized her birthday party at a rooftop restaurant downtown. The venue was stunning, with city lights creating a magical backdrop. Everyone was in high spirits, and the food was absolutely delicious.
These examples show how was and were help us describe past conditions, feelings, and locations. Now think about where you were yesterday evening at exactly 7 o'clock. Can you remember?
That's an interesting question to consider. Yesterday at 7, I was in my kitchen preparing dinner. I was making stir-fried vegetables with chicken and rice. My roommate was in the living room, and she was watching a cooking show on television. What about you?
At 7 yesterday evening, I was actually stuck in heavy traffic. I was driving home from a meeting across town, and the roads were completely congested. The radio was playing classical music, which helped me stay calm and patient.
Traffic can be so frustrating. Now let's move beyond these basic forms and explore action verbs. When we want to describe completed actions, most English verbs follow a simple pattern. We add -ed to create past tense.
This rule works for hundreds of regular verbs. Play becomes played, work becomes worked, and clean becomes cleaned. It's one of the most useful patterns in English grammar.
Yesterday afternoon, I cleaned my entire apartment from top to bottom. I started in the bedroom, then moved to the kitchen, and finally tackled the bathroom. The whole process lasted about 3 hours, but the results looked amazing.
Good for you. Last Saturday, I worked in my garden for most of the day. I planted new flowers along the front walkway, watered all the existing plants, and trimmed the hedges. Gardening work always relaxes me, even though it's physically demanding.
Planted, watered, and trimmed. Perfect examples of regular past tense. 2 weeks ago, I visited an art museum downtown with my sister. We arrived early to avoid crowds and stayed until closing time.
What did you see at the museum? Was there a special exhibition?
They featured contemporary photography from local artists. We looked at each photograph carefully and discussed our interpretations. I really enjoyed the creative perspectives. We also stopped at the museum cafe and enjoyed coffee with pastries while talking about the artwork.
Looked, discussed, enjoyed, and stopped. You're demonstrating the pattern beautifully. Now here's where English becomes more challenging and interesting. Some verbs are irregular, meaning they don't follow the -ed rule at all.
Instead of following the predictable pattern, these special verbs transform completely. They're like exceptions to the standard rule, and we simply have to memorize them through practice and repetition.
Let's start with one of the most common irregular verbs, go. We never say, I goed to the store yesterday, because that sounds completely wrong. What's the correct form?
The past tense of go is went. So the sentence becomes, I went to the store yesterday. It's a completely different word that we must learn and remember.
Where did you go for your last vacation? Tell us about that trip.
Last July, I went to the Rocky Mountains in Colorado for a hiking adventure. My brother went with me, and we went exploring different trails every single day. We went camping in designated areas and went swimming in crystal clear mountain lakes. The entire experience was unforgettable.
That sounds incredible. During winter break, I went to visit old college friends in Boston. We went ice skating at an outdoor rink, went to several excellent restaurants, and went shopping in historic neighborhoods. The cold weather was harsh, but the friendship made everything worthwhile.
Now let's discuss another crucial irregular verb that everyone uses constantly. Eat. Today we say, I eat lunch at noon. But for yesterday, we need a different word entirely.
The past form is ate. So yesterday becomes, I ate lunch at my favorite restaurant. The spelling change is significant, and pronunciation shifts too.
When you went to those Boston restaurants with your friends, what kind of food did you eat together?
One evening, we ate fresh seafood at a harborside restaurant. I ate grilled salmon with roasted asparagus, and my friends ate various dishes, including lobster and clam chowder. For dessert, we all ate homemade apple pie with vanilla ice cream. Everything tasted spectacular.
Delicious. This morning for breakfast, I ate Greek yogurt with granola, fresh berries, and honey drizzled on top. It was light, but satisfying. What about you? What did you eat this morning before filming?
I ate oatmeal with sliced bananas and walnuts, plus a glass of fresh orange juice. Simple but nutritious breakfast to start the day right.
Speaking of beverages, drink is another irregular verb. The past tense is drank. At that seafood dinner, what did everyone drink with their meals?
We drank different beverages throughout the evening. Some people drank white wine, others drank sparkling water, and I drank iced tea with lemon. After dinner, we drank espresso while continuing our conversations.
Here's another essential irregular verb. See. Present tense is I see beautiful mountains, and past tense becomes I saw beautiful mountains. During your Colorado hiking trip, what wildlife did you see?
We saw incredible wildlife. On different trails, we saw deer grazing peacefully, we saw squirrels gathering food, and we even saw a family of elk from a safe distance. One morning, I saw a magnificent eagle soaring overhead. Nature watching became a highlight of the trip.
Amazing sightings. At that museum visit I mentioned, I saw not just photography, but also sculpture installations in the courtyard. My sister saw one piece that really moved her emotionally, and we saw how art can communicate without words.
The verb take is also irregular. Today, I take photos. Yesterday, I took photos. During your mountain adventure, did you take pictures of the scenery?
I took hundreds of photographs. I took pictures of mountain peaks. I took shots of wildflowers growing beside trails, and I took many photos of sunrises. My brother took videos of our hiking experiences, which we later shared with our family.
Another very common irregular verb is have. The past form is had, used for all subjects. Think about your last birthday celebration. What did you have at your party?
My last birthday was memorable. I had a small gathering with close friends at my apartment. We had appetizers like cheese, crackers, and fruit. For the main meal, we had homemade pizza with different toppings. We also had chocolate cake that my roommate baked. Most importantly, we had wonderful conversations and lots of laughter.
Celebrations create special memories. Last month, my nephew had his 5th birthday party at a park. They had face painting, they had balloon animals, and they had games for all the children. The kids had so much fun running around and playing together.
Let's add another irregular verb, make. Past tense is made. What's something special you made recently?
Last weekend, I made a photo album for my parents' anniversary gift. I gathered old family pictures and made a beautiful arrangement. I also made a handwritten note explaining each photograph's significance. They were deeply touched by the personal effort.
That's so thoughtful. 2 days ago, I made homemade bread for the first time. I made the dough from scratch, let it rise, and made sure the oven temperature was perfect. The smell that filled my kitchen was absolutely heavenly.
Write becomes wrote in past tense. When you made that note for your parents, did you write a long message?
I wrote 2 full pages expressing gratitude and sharing favorite memories. I wrote about specific moments from childhood. I wrote about lessons they taught me. And I wrote about how much their support means. Writing by hand felt more meaningful than typing.
Another irregular verb we use constantly is get. Past tense is got. This morning, what time did you get out of bed?
Today I got up at 6:30, earlier than usual. I got dressed quickly, got my breakfast ready, and got everything prepared for our recording session. Getting an early start always makes my day more productive. What about you?
I got up at 6 o'clock sharp. I got my coffee brewing immediately, got my notes organized, and got my workspace arranged. My cat got her breakfast at the same time I got mine.
Let me share an experience using multiple past tense forms together. Last Wednesday, I had a particularly interesting day. First, I woke up feeling energized and motivated.
What happened after you woke up?
I got dressed in comfortable clothes and went for a morning run through my neighborhood park. The weather was perfect for exercise. I ran for 45 minutes and felt amazing afterward.
Woke, got, went, ran, and felt. Excellent mixture of irregular verbs. What came next in your day?
After my run, I came back home and took a refreshing shower. Then I ate a healthy breakfast and drank green tea while checking messages. Around 9 o'clock, I left my apartment and drove to the city library.
What was your purpose at the library?
I met my study group there because we had a big project deadline approaching. We worked together for 3 hours, researching information and taking detailed notes. We found excellent resources and made significant progress on our assignment.
Met, worked, found, and made. Wonderful. How did you spend your afternoon?
After the study session, I felt hungry, so I stopped at a nearby cafe. I ordered a vegetarian wrap and sat outside enjoying the sunshine. A friend saw me there and joined me unexpectedly, which was a pleasant surprise.
What a nice coincidence. Did you spend time together?
Yes, we talked for over an hour about everything happening in our lives. She told me about her new job, and I told her about my studies. We laughed a lot and really enjoyed catching up. Eventually, she had to leave for an appointment.
Talked, told, laughed, and enjoyed? You're naturally combining regular and irregular forms. How did your evening unfold?
I drove home around 5 o'clock and decided to relax. I read chapters from a novel I'm currently enjoying, and I listened to peaceful music. For dinner, I cooked pasta with vegetables and ate while watching a documentary about ocean life.
Drove, decided, read, listened, cooked, ate, and watched. Your story demonstrates exactly how we use past tense in real communication. It's not about memorizing isolated verbs, but using them naturally together.
Exactly. Let me tell you about my weekend experience. Saturday morning began wonderfully. The sun shone brightly through my window and woke me naturally. I felt rested and excited for the day ahead.
What plans did you have for Saturday?
My sister and I planned to explore a farmer's market downtown. We met at 10 o'clock and walked through the market together. Vendors sold fresh produce, handmade crafts, and delicious baked goods. The atmosphere was lively and cheerful.
Shown, planned, met, walked, and sold. Great variety. What did you buy at the market?
I bought organic tomatoes, fresh basil, homemade pasta, and artisan bread. My sister bought flowers and locally made honey. We also bought fresh lemonade from a stand and drank it while people watching.
That sounds delightful. Now let me share my recent experience. Last Friday, I had an unexpected adventure. My car broke down on the highway while I was driving to work.
Oh no, that must have been stressful. What did you do in that situation?
Initially, I felt worried, but I stayed calm. I pulled over to the roadside safely and called for assistance. A tow truck came within 30 minutes, and the driver was very helpful. He took my car to a repair shop nearby.
broke, pulled, called, came, and took. You handled the situation well. How did you get to work?
My colleague lived in the area, so I called him and explained my situation. He kindly drove to where I was and gave me a ride to our office. I arrived a bit late, but still made it to my important morning meeting.
Lived, explained, drove, gave, and arrived. What a helpful colleague. Was your car repaired quickly?
The mechanic found the problem immediately and fixed it that same afternoon. I picked up my car after work and everything ran smoothly again. The unexpected situation taught me to always keep emergency contact numbers handy.
What valuable advice. These real-life stories show how past tense isn't just grammar. It's how we share experiences, explain situations, and connect with others through our personal narratives.
Think about your own stories. What happened in your life recently that you want to share? You have all the tools now to express those experiences in English.
Remember, regular verbs simply add -ed. Walked, talked, played, worked, cleaned, watched, listened, cooked, studied, learned, helped, visited, enjoyed.
And these essential irregular verbs go went, eat ate, drink drank, seesaw, have had, take took, make made, get got, come came, write wrote, read read, meet met, buy bought, feel felt, think thought.
Don't forget was and were for describing past states and conditions. Yesterday was sunny. The children were excited. I was at home. They were happy.
Making mistakes is a normal part of learning. Native English speakers understand your meaning even if you occasionally mix up verb forms. Communication is what matters most.
Practice makes these forms automatic. Try thinking in English about what you did yesterday. Describe your morning routine, your meals, your activities, all in past tense.
Now it's your turn to practice. We want to hear from our Easy English Class community. Here's our question for you today.
What did you eat for breakfast this morning? Use past tense to tell us. Write your answer in the comments below. It can be simple. I ate cereal, or I drank coffee and ate toast.
Don't worry about making perfect sentences. Just try using past tense verbs and we'll be proud of your effort. Reading your comments always makes us happy and motivates us to create more helpful content.
Remember to subscribe to Easy English Class so you don't miss our upcoming lessons. We have many exciting topics planned to help you become more confident in English.
Please share this video with friends and family who are learning English. Together, we're building a supportive community of learners helping each other improve.
Thank you so much for studying with us today. Keep practicing past tense in your daily thoughts and conversations.
See you in our next episode. Keep learning and growing.
Goodbye from Easy English Class.